Welcome back to Striking 'em Sports Chat with Both Food Weekly Football Picks with Rodney. I'm overall 97 and 54. Last week we had a turd nugget, which was 6 and 8. Worst week out of 10 weeks. Let's get to the picks with Rod. Alright. The WTF screwed everything up last week. All my parlays and everything.
I don't know why you picked against them.
I didn't. I tried to take the points and they couldn't even cover. So,
We got the dub.
yeah. Big loss, though. Big loss.
Prayers up to Chase Young.
Yeah.
We gonna miss you, bro. Rehab, get healthy,
Yeah.
come back next year and be a beast as you are.
Yeah, that's a big. To me, that's a big loss. A big
Yeah,
win,
with
but big
him
loss.
and Sweat. I didn't know Sweat had a broken jaw. I know he was on IR, but I thought it was for like his arm or something. But him having a broken jaw, they did do really well with switching people in and out of those two positions though
Yeah.
on the line, which I hope they continue to do. But we got Super Cam coming up, so that ruined my fantasy league and a bet I had. So didn't expect him to score 14 points in 10 minutes.
I mean, they were going to get him in the game some way, shape, or form.
Yeah, Cardinals defense was definitely not prepared for this.
You see Christian McCaffrey happy. He did a little happy dance after the first
Oh,
touchdown.
bro, your man was happy when he was back in practice. There was some practice footage going around on Twitter of him just happy as hell that Cam's back.
Yeah, man. Christian got his best friend back.
Exactly.
Hey, and you got to think they're the seventh seed right now too, man. They can make the playoffs.
And the funny part would be if everything stays the way it is, they would face the Cardinals all over again.
Yeah, and you got to think they got Gilmore and Henderson.
Yeah.
Like everyone was like, "Well, what are they doing, loading up their defense?" Well, they just loaded up their defense to have Cam back.
Exactly. They loaded that defense up to make sure that they had enough people ready
Yeah.
for a playoff run.
What a plan! What a plan! All right, start the pick'ems. New England at Atlanta.
I don't know. Matt Jones is giving me that Joe Burrow effect right now. I can't really pick against them, and the Falcons look horrible. Y'all just destroyed them. You plucking the feathers off those birds.
You know, we started Thanksgiving early with them.
Definitely.
Yeah, I can't pick against Matt Jones right now. I think the Patriots are one of the top three teams in the AFC. No, my opinion.
Definitely.
Indianapolis at Buffalo.
Buffalo.
It's a must-win for Indianapolis, but I think Josh Allen can do more than Carson Wentz right now. I'm taking Buffalo, but they also said
Definitely.
if they lose this game, they think they sit Carson Wentz because the Eagles get a second-round draft pick if they sit him after week 13, I believe, and he'll pay for the rest of the season. So strategy goes into this.
At that point, who's your backup?
I think the rookie.
I don't even know who the rookie back. I don't know who they drafted.
Yeah, I don't even know who played for him when he had two sprained ankles.
Yeah, I picked the Bills only for the simple fact of fuck the strategy part of it. It's Diggs actually went off last week, so
Yeah.
I think they're going to get that rhythm back. Unfortunately, Cole Beasley didn't do that much, but I think now that Josh Allen has his prime number one receiver back active the way he should be fine. He just has to work a little Beasley magic in there as well. Keep them both happy.
Well, Cole Beasley is always going to be happy. He's a little slot receiver. You know, he put
Yeah.
he gonna put some sauce on it.
I mean, he's not Cooper Cup, so yeah, you're definitely
Right.
right about that.
Baltimore at Chicago.
I got the Ravens 30, the Bears 24. I love Justin Fields, but I think the offense is going to be the scoring on this. Even though they got David Montgomery back, the Bears just weren't in sync with him at running back, and it really showed. But the Ravens defense isn't that good, so I have them giving up 24 points. But the Ravens offense may outscore on the Bears defense, especially with no one back in that backfield.
I don't know. Is Khalil Mack going to get in the backfield?
He hasn't played in 2 games.
Yeah, I mean, but if that defense can play somewhat okay against Baltimore and stop the run, as Miami just showed, Lamar ain't going to do nothing.
That's true, but you got to get back there, and you better hope your pass rushers there, because that's been their issue. Look at what they gave Big Ben. They got some coverage to Big Ben, but they didn't hit him like Khalil Mack would.
And Chicago coming off a bye week, so they've had 3 weeks really. Well, Khalil Mack's had 3 weeks to rest.
Yeah.
So I took Chicago only because what Baltimore showed me last Thursday. Now they've had 10 days to rest. So, but what they showed me, and then what's going on with them releasing Le'Veon Bell and all.
I didn't hear about that.
Yeah, he got released today.
Maybe I should go pick up Latavius Murray though.
All the little bits and pieces people are talking about in Baltimore. I told you I wouldn't pick against Lamar Jackson anymore, but I think Justin Fields pulls this one off at home. Detroit at Cleveland.
Would it be wrong to call a tie again? I'm sorry. First things first, is there ever in NFL history a team having 2 ties in a season? I just want to know.
Yes.
Okay. I think the Lions showed some grit against the Steelers, but did not play smart ball. And with Baker feeling comfortable again in Cleveland, I think it's a wrap. I think Browns are going to win 24. I'll give the Lions 17 points against that defense because the defense has been really well.
Is
with
Baker
your twin-headed monster. I think so. I haven't heard anything about him being out.
And he got that knee sprain. He didn't play all the fourth quarter. Played half of the third quarter.
I guess he's just not going to run around the field. And I mean, the Lions really don't have that many people on there that will pressure. So.
Yeah, I got Cleveland winning. Just because someone's. I can't pick a tie again. Which, Houston at Tennessee. Tell you what, we know who's winning this game, but
yeah, go AP.
But well, it's funny you say that because Tennessee hasn't changed who they were on offense. Well, since Derrick Henry went out, they still shoving it down your throat.
Yep, and they have there was a young kid that was getting more touches than AP last game, and they won with it.
Well, they were talking about AP might be just like a goal line.
Basically, how the Panthers used Cam.
Yeah.
I mean, it makes sense because he has the power. I mean, I would use him in red zone no matter what.
Yeah, smarter.
I wouldn't just use him goal line.
Better
I would
cuts.
use him red zone. Because if you're telling me 5 to 10 yards, we know he can get that.
No, absolutely. He still got a jump cut.
Exactly. Which, deadliest jump cut I've ever seen in my life.
Max. Green Bay at Minnesota. You can't pick Kirk Cousins, can you?
I can't pick Kirk Cousins, bro.
Yeah.
Even how disappointed I was with Aaron Rodgers' play, and me only getting 10 points in fantasy. Meanwhile, Patrick Mahomes gave me 47, and I benched Patrick. He looked a little off when he came back, but I mean, it could have just been those 10 days he missed. Not really being able to practice with everyone being healthy. I don't like Kirk Cousins' chances. This game is always the game where Aaron Rodgers is like, oh yeah, I own you, just like Chicago.
So, Minnesota beat the Chargers last week.
Yes, they did, which was very impressive.
And they needed it. I'm not picking Minnesota. I'm picking Aaron. Um, but I can see Minnesota keeping it close and it coming down to a Mason Crosby got to kick a field goal for the win.
I have it 32-21.
And old man hasn't been making some kicks. So
I know I dropped him off my fantasy league for Chris Boswell.
so
But I also think it's because they just get a new who was holding the ball. I can't remember.
oh yeah,
It's a new
yeah.
person holding the
They,
ball.
they had a new holder.
Yeah,
He's been awful.
yeah. He you can't blame him for the one game where
Yeah.
he missed the first three
The
because
laces were in.
the laces were in, and he bobbled one of the snaps, and
Yeah.
their long snappers knew it as
Yeah.
well. So you can't really blame Crosby, but at the same time, you still got to kick that bitch through.
Yeah.
I mean, it could be
100% you
worse.
get paid.
It could be like the Lions kicker. He definitely, bro. Did you see that kick,
He slipped.
bro? That was the worst. That was like a all Madden. You accidentally flick the stick,
Yeah, but it was raining there,
and the kick's just like, hey,
it was raining. Like, it's like
fuck you playing Detroit. You better be ready for all conditions.
they got a dome.
Don't care. Go play outside and practice in the rain. Go kick field goals. The greats don't complain about rain and snow.
Oh yes, they do. That's New England when they went and snowplowed where Vinatieri was going to kick to win the Super Bowl.
I mean, yeah, that's a different
Come on,
situation.
man.
We're not talking about a snow dome. We're talking about like a little bit of snow, like how Green Bay was getting. Like that situation with New England is totally different. Who decides to play a football game in an ice bowl? Like, you're dumb.
Amen. All right, this next game can end in a tie. Miami and the Jets.
Two is questionable. Your Jacoby Brissett's, I think, out. Xavier Howard looked great last week, as you should have. But I don't see the Jets winning because didn't Mike White just go down?
No, Mike White. I think Mike White's playing. I think Tula's playing.
Then what was everyone saying something about? Because I never watched the game. What's going on with Mike White? Did they pull him or did he get hurt?
Or did he just throw up? Breaking news. After 3 interception game by Mike White, Joe Flacco will start versus Miami.
I still take the Dolphins. Xavier Howard's gonna be Jameis Winston crab licking his fingers, ball hawking. I'm telling you right now, I can see Xavier Howard having a D'Angelo Hall game like he did against the Bears when he first came here.
Yeah, 100%.
Against Jay Cutler, because that man has not thrown a ball in a while. So that might be a couple picks off right there. So I got the Dolphins through Jesus. I have the Dolphins 24, the Jets 10. I don't have the Jets scoring more than 10 points. Miami's defense really showed some good stuff last week. I was watching that game.
I'm taking Miami also. New Orleans at Philly.
Well, Philly didn't allow a sweep to happen of the NFC East, which I'm proud of. I got it Saints 27, Eagles 24. I got it by a field goal. That's just me. I mean, the Saints just had even without Alvin Kamara last week, we already knew Mark Ingram was like legit. So I just say that the Saints will be fine no matter who's throwing the ball and who's running it at this point.
I feel the same way. I think Alvin Kamara comes back this week. I think the Eagles blitz a lot. They're going to get burnt, but they're not going to get burnt too much. I have them winning this by like a field goal, and it pains me to do that, but
yeah,
what they
Who's their number one receiver right now? Who's the cat that wears actual number one who like comes up with some rando catches
for who?
for the Saints?
Oh, you talking about Smith?
Yo, he just every time I see a ball just thrown his way, it's like, oh, where is it? He tracks the ball very well.
Is it Smith or Galladay? I mean, Galladay or something. Saints roster.
He tracks the ball very, very well. No matter who's throwing him the ball. He's had like 3 quarterbacks throwing the ball this season already.
Well, I looked that up. The WTS at Cam, Scam, Newton, and the Carolina Panthers.
I was supposed to be at that game. Yeah, I love my team no matter what. Okay, I'm sorry. It's not number. Is it number 10? Is it Traquan Smith for the Saints?
I thought you said number 1.
I thought it was number 1, but I don't see anyone.
Marquez Callaway.
Yeah, that kid. Hey,
Yeah,
bro.
yeah.
He may not have a lot of yards, but I'm telling you, in clutch situations, when they need him,
Yeah.
he's like Devontae Adams for them.
Yeah.
He just comes up with big catches.
He was a rookie last year, didn't play much.
Whoa, they need to learn their lesson. Washington football team versus the Carolina Panthers and the Cam Newton return show of him coming back home.
Versus Ron Rivera coming back home.
Yep. You got 2 returns to Carolina this week.
There's a lot going on in this game.
There's a lot going on. You know, them asking Ron, saying, yeah, do you have a playbook of stops for Cam? And him saying, yes. I'm like, hey, bro, shut up. Don't admit that. You just went down with your defensive rookie of the year and his twin. Don't say that. Did you not see them bounce to the right and left last week? At the end of the day, I'm still gonna pick the upset of, I don't know if it'll be technically an upset.
It's not.
I say 28 us, 24 Panthers, and I have Gilmore picking off fucking Taylor Heineke. Yeah. I mean, he had a good game, granted, but I liked what I said, been saying for fucking weeks. Put the people back there you paid and picked up, and it worked out.
On defense, yes.
Exactly,
but
and it worked out.
Your boy from ODU took 9 minutes off the clock in the fourth quarter.
That was very impressive against Tom Brady.
On Tom Brady and the defending Super Bowl champs defense. Oh, they got all 22 starters back. Oh, they're gonna run the table.
Hey, look, I'll tell you this.
Hey,
at
look.
the end of the day, they're not no fucking slouch. But oh my God, Ron Rivera's play calling for that also was surgical. To trust Antonio Gibson, J.D. McKissick.
You got to make the throws though.
Yeah, Terry McLaurin coming up catch with the 3 throws. I'm telling you right now, the drives would have ended with those 2 possible fumbles by the backup tight ends. But thank God. Well, and the backup wide receiver. Because I really thought that was Humphreys, but it wasn't Humphreys. It was some random kid. I've never seen him before.
It's your third string because they had a jumbo package in.
I don't know why they're not throwing to Cam Sims. Like, he's the tallest wide receiver we have on roster. You could throw to him, and their quarters were short.
Yeah.
But, I mean, at the end of the day, it was surgical. I was actually impressed. I was sitting there like, that's another first down? That's another first? Yeah, Antonio Gibson, what?
No, that throw to Humphreys on, 3rd and 3, right by the sideline. Right by the sticks.
Yeah.
I mean, right
when he
by
was
the
diving
sticks.
out. Yeah, that was very clutch.
That was ODU.
I don't know what it was. Maybe they took the bye week to say, hey, your targeting system is up here, over the head. We need you in the chest, because he didn't over. I think this is the first game I really did not see him overthrow wide receivers.
He was just being him, man. You could see it, man. He played with passion and emotion.
Well, I mean, it's also an emotional game because that was his low key revenge game.
Yeah, 100%. You know,
Like I can
they
see
could have beat
why
him
he
in the
was mad.
playoffs. They could have beat
They
him in
could
the playoffs.
they could
He played well enough in the playoffs.
have. Imagine this: we had more firepower then than we do now.
Yeah, I mean, truly,
We did.
He
Our
played very
defense
well.
was just burnt toast on the secondary.
Yeah, the
If
secondary
we
was
didn't get
burnt
burnt by
toast.
fucking Mike Evans at the end of the game on Ronald Darby, who's a fucking Bronco now, it would have been a different story. They wouldn't. I tell people, I was like, y'all got to remember, they got past us to get into the playoffs. I mean, into deeper into the playoffs, and it wasn't like a walkover game.
No, not at all.
And this game was also like very surprising. Like I said, it was like it wasn't his breakout game, but it was like, okay, this kid definitely can be it. You get him some more protection, get him at least one more weapon.
Yeah, like
If Curtis Samuel comes back, totally different.
we talked about it. I mean, we really talked about that. This could be an upset last week. We really did. Both of us, we did. You know, I took them, but I said it could be a field goal. Watching it unfold, you know, Tom Brady didn't look like Tom Brady. You know,
But 16 points by us in the first half.
Yeah.
That was.
you know. I'm taking Carolina, but I'm gonna say it's gonna be a very close
Trash.
game. Yeah,
Trash.
you know it. You know it.
The one time you pick us and we win, I've been picking the Cowboys for the past couple weeks, and I mean, y'all lost the game, but y'all were winning.
We're gonna get there. We're gonna get there. I think Carolina's defense of secondary is what sets them apart from y'all's secondary, and I think that's what wins them this game.
Yeah, their secondary scary. Like, if they don't get more receivers touches
You got to
and
think.
play the crossing routes,
You gotta
it's going to
think.
be really bad.
Christian's back. Robbie Anderson's happy now because he's got Cam. You know, so
I'm just going to tell you this: Bobby McCain is a ball hawk, and don't be surprised if
100%.
they don't throw his way after how he flew around that field.
Oh, 100%.
Landon Collins needs to be on the line with these defensive injuries. He needs to be up playing linebacker. Take
Yeah, you've been saying it.
take one of the other ones. Take one of your linebackers, put their hand in the dirt with their speed.
Yeah.
That's what you need off the line. Let the two boys let them ball out like they did. They both got interceptions last week.
Yeah, you've been saying it.
And what happens? I say it. It happens. We win. Defense looks good. Other than the one Mike Evans, Kendall Fuller
Right.
hiccup, which I don't think he's that good either.
San Fran at Jacksonville.
Yo, the 49ers?
I told you, man.
Bro.
I told you I did not want to
Debo
pick
came
against
out
them.
there and Debo'd them.
They're not that. The Rams are not that good. I told you this.
You're right. They're not that good, but God. But what have I always told you about that secondary for the, the front line is fine.
No,
You've always
it's not.
said it.
It's not. George Kittle exposed Von Miller
secondary's
and
trash,
Aaron
though.
Donald. George Kittle said, "You think you can take me one-on-one? Boy, let me." They showed a replay of Von Miller getting stuck by George Kittle. If you got a blocking tight end, and George Kittle is the best tight end in the league by far, because he does everything. The 49ers lost because George Kittle was out. He opened so many holes for Debo, for Mitchell, for throws for Jimmy G. It was a big win. It was a statement win. And
I'm telling you now.
they could rattle off. I think they can lose. I think like their schedule, it's so favorable. They can go like 9-7, 10-6 if they sneak that one win in. That's like an iffy win, because they still got to play the Rams again.
Yeah, they still got to play the Rams again, and that one's in LA.
Yeah, but man,
I don't know. That secondary for me just didn't do it. It showed everything I've been talking about. Every time they want to put Ramsey on someone that they think's gonna be it, he gets exposed. Debo Samuel, backfield. Debo Samuel, left. Debo Samuel, slot. Debo Samuel, number one.
but
Bro,
if you
you're
watch,
following
like,
this kid around and you get stuck
But
at the line. He sticks you at the line and he's gone.
He only covered him for like I think they said 30%.
Exactly, which is horrible. At that point, you cover him. You're supposed to. Where's your scheme at, Sean McVay? You cover the number one receiver on a team
with your number one defender. Yeah, when you say he's the number one corner, blah 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 blah, you didn't cover him. And then if you watch, like I think it was the first quarter or second quarter, they threw a long pass over the middle, right? And Jalen Ramsey, he's sitting there in the middle of the field after the catch happened, like, bro,
and he's like,
what are you doing? It's on you.
Yeah, he's sitting around like, what are we doing? It's on you. I'll tell you this. Darrell Revis was never scared to go up against the number one wide receiver. And if they had to, you better be scared because he's alternating plays.
The league leader in interceptions isn't afraid to go against anyone.
Bro, that man's a cheat code, and we all know it. That's all that matters. He is a cheat code.
We're getting there.
I'm telling you, he space jammed his brother with a football.
It's next.
I'm telling you, that's what happened in the offseason.
Cincinnati at Vegas.
I got Cincinnati by a field goal.
Yeah, I got Cincinnati, but I think Deshaun Jackson gets in more of the action this week and makes that offense. I know.
I love Deshaun personally, from working there and everything, but that offense just does not look like it's clicking with Jacobs back and Waller.
Speaking of that, I'm gonna give a shout out. You ever met his girl?
Who, Deshaun's?
Yeah.
Nah, I met his sister.
Oh,
his mother.
Okay, I met his girl. Used to work at the Hampton Hooters. Cool story. Shout out, girl. You know who you are.
Bro.
For real.
Not disrespectful.
No,
you ain't gotta expose her like that though.
She's a cool chick. Yo, I'm not exposing her. I'm just saying.
I ain't gonna lie to you. His sister, hey girl. I met her. Hey, look, his mama loved me. I loved his mama. His mama would always come in there and mess with me. I was like, yo, y'all gonna get me fired because they gonna think I'm a part of the family.
I mean, when you don't change who you are, you know what I'm saying? You just be you. Yeah. I don't care if these athletes make $45,000 million more than me. I'm be me.
Exactly.
Yeah, I got Cincinnati.
Speaking of that for 2 seconds, that right there is the truth because you can see these athletes every day and they're humans. I will never forget the day we signed Josh Norman.
Oh, she verified on Instagram. What?
Oh my God, this month. He would found her. He back in love, people. Don't let the baby mama hear. I will never forget the day we signed Josh Norman. This man popped in to the Redskins Hall of Fame store and was sitting there looking around. I guess he just came from downstairs. He popped up. Next thing you know, ESPN, breaking news, Josh Norman signs with Washington Redskins. And he's literally standing there with me and I'm watching it. And we look at each other. I'm like, well, that's a surreal moment.
Right.
And he's just sitting there watching them talk about how he lost in the Super Bowl, how he was crying. And his words were, that's okay. I'm going to make a good decision by coming here. And I mean, he was good the first couple of years. No knock on him. He's an overall good person. I'm not going to lie, but that stiff arm that you took in the Bills uniform, buddy, you're internet famous forever on that one.
Internet famous. But, he lived it up. He said, yep, it happened,
Yeah, he did. And now he's playing on the 49ers.
That's right. All right. Dallas at Kansas City.
I got Kansas City by 3. Yeah, I'm saying it's going to be a field goal game. I got it 30-33. This is the highest scoring game that I'm going to see. Yes, I definitely see Diggs picking off Patty Mahomes because he's just throwing up Hail Marys anytime he gets any pressure on him. But he has the weapons. Y'all have the weapons. It's an evenly matched game. I just think Dak will overperform. But y'all's defense just has to come up clutch against all those weapons. And this may be a breakout game for Josh Gordon since, no one's going to predict him getting any touches for the past 8 weeks.
Yo, Sunday was the first game that all three of our cornerbacks had picks in the same game in like 12 years.
I'm telling you, your defense looks good.
Oh,
They have weapons, y'all have defense, and it's like either someone's going to get caught sleeping or someone's going to get locked up. That's how it always is when you have a good defense and a good offense facing each other.
I mean, they're going to score. Don't get me wrong. They're going to score, and we're going to score. Well, we're going to hope we score because, I thought we were going to do something with Teddy Two Gloves, and we didn't do nothing. But like Aaron Rodgers said, every team has, the first game of the season for the Packers, they laid a dud. The Cowboys hadn't laid a dud until, Cowboys hadn't laid a dud until the Denver game, and that was week 9.
Yeah. That is facts. Everyone has that game.
And then the Packers came back,
Just like you can say the Bucks with us.
Yeah, the Packers came back week 10, and I'm not going to say they didn't lay a dud because they laid a dud, but Seattle just laid a bigger dud.
Yeah, Seattle rushed Russell into that one just because they thought it was going to be the right thing to do, and it wasn't.
You
could tell he couldn't throw.
Of course, I'm picking us, but I think this is going to be a good game. I can see us losing this game, but Kansas City's defense is absolutely atrocious.
All they have, I'm not gonna lie. There's two things on Kansas City defense that I actually like to watch, and it's something that they pointed it out. Chris Jones getting his hands up to bat down passes is hilarious.
Yeah.
I just want to let the world know because this man plays that thing like he's like they said on football. He's Mutombo. Bloop, there it is. Bloop, there it is.
Yeah. 8-foot wingspan, man. That's
exactly. I don't see, and the bad part is he doesn't get up as he used to because he's getting older. When he was younger, he would get up there for the interceptions.
Well, but now, about to say, now he got the eyes.
Yeah.
At first he jumped to catch it. Now he got the eyes to get them.
My second thing with this game, with their defense, Tyrann Mathieu been balling out.
Mm-hmm.
This ain't gonna be the week for him. He gonna need the help of everybody. He can't Jalen Ramsey this shit. I'm sorry.
I'm a big fan
I don't
of
even
the
see
Honey
him
Badger.
getting. I love the Honey Badger. He's my go-to every year. But it's like,
Yo.
Y'all got too many weapons for just one person to be back there trying to cover the field.
No, I'm telling you, they showed it last week. Gallup back, he only had like 4 targets, 3 receptions, 4 targets.
I don't see him getting an interception. Maybe a couple like key breakup passes, but him versus CD will probably be the all-day thing.
PBUs, yeah, I can see some PBUs.
So I see him and CD being the battle all day.
Damn, former Browns vice president of football operations, Sashi Brown, is now with the Washington Wizards, has been promoted to president of Memorial something basketball and senior advisor to the office of the CEO of something entertainment, and signed an extension.
Shout out to Bradley Bill.
Yo.
Sorry for losing your grandmother, bro.
Yo, shout out to the Washington Wizards,
big
who
dubs
are
for the Wiz.
the number 1 seed right now in the
Whiz Kids.
And
let's go.
These boys are balling.
And the chemistry is not even there 100%.
And they're not like the Lakers, because the Lakers are absolutely dog horse trash.
Can I just pull one thing before we get to this last pick?
Oh, we got 3 more, but yeah, we're good.
Well, yeah, last 3. What is this your king? As Killmonger said, your man's just sitting out. Your team falling apart.
Come on, man. I got an abdominal strain, man.
Abdominal strain? Bro, you pay millions to take care of your body. You better pay somebody to go get that thing frozen and worked out. What are you doing? Your team needs you. They need the leader, obviously.
Hey,
you're not leading your team from the bench, my guy.
Hey, man.
I'm sorry, LeBron. You're just not. I'm not a big fan of you no matter what, but you're not leading your team from the bench. And AD getting tossed out because he was trying to put his shoe on. Hey, bro, just tell your coach to take the time out so you can put your shoe on. You can take a dead ball timeout. It's common sense.
Tell you what, though. I said this at the beginning, and I'll say this again and again. a team does have a W in it, but when look me in the eyes, when Klay Thompson comes back,
Oh, bro.
that
Oh
team
my God.
is
Last
back
night,
to
Clay.
championship form.
Last night, Steph Curry was disrespectful pulling up over Blake Griffin and Brown at the logo almost. I watched that. I was like, he did not just be disrespectful. And they replayed it. I was like, and he laughed and shimmied about it afterwards. Hey,
Bro,
I'm old school basketballing you at that point. Get on the ground. You ain't disrespecting me like that.
so after the game, uh, KD and Steph, they hugged, they did whatnot, and Steph tweeted, "Hey, we went to dinner afterwards because we're still boys, ain't no hard feelings,
Of course not.
We knew what KD wanted to do. He came here, he did what he wanted to do, whatever.
Yeah, rings.
Yeah, man. And they might see each other again in the finals, never know. Hey, we'll see how the season unfolds.
I love the chances of the Warriors being in the West, but I do not like the chance of the Nets being in the finals with no Kyrie.
Well,
Brooklyn's ownership should have let this man play away games just so that they can make sure they can secure W's. They're losing to teams that they shouldn't have no business losing to.
Oh, absolutely. But again, KD can't do it all.
And I think we were one of those teams as well.
We'll see.
Right.
Y'all playing good, but Mr. LeBum, yeah, you're a bum. Speaking of that, before we get back on topic, because I was, Caruso came back.
Yo.
And you did a thank you to the dude that came off the bench, and he played great for them.
The Lakers organization is ass backwards. You should have kept Caruso in the get-go.
Right. Like, why?
He is a starter with the Chicago Bulls, and they are number 3 in the East. It's the Wizards. No, they're number 2. It's the Wizards, Bull, and Heat.
Yeah.
Are y'all dumb?
Yeah.
Y'all are stupid. Because 2 of your former Lakers are on that Chicago team.
Yeah, and you let 3, if not 4, players leave to build a 35-plus-year-old rec league, should be retired team.
Don't do that to Carmelo, because I know you was talking specifically about Carmelo.
No. I would never disrespect Carmelo. I truthfully want Carmelo to get a ring. I really do. But I just don't think it happens this year.
I tell you this. I always tell people they hate doing it. And I mean, KD definitely wasn't going to do it. Carmelo, come home. Play with these young guys in D.C. Get out of L.A. in the drama.
Yeah,
and maybe you'll have a chance.
Yeah, sit on the bench and just
not even sit on the bench. He could be a starting small forward right now with Rui out.
All right, Arizona at Seattle.
I got Seattle 24, the Cardinals 21. Russ is gonna have his throwing arm back. No Colt McCoy. No word on Kyler. No word on DeAndre Hopkins. What is going on in Arizona? They're saying Kyler may not come back till after the bye week now?
Yeah, man. Yo, he got a high ankle sprain. And
if you stop running around the field and taking the unnecessary hits, you won't sprain your ankle. Same thing I say to Lamar. Same thing I said to Robert. Same thing we talked about with Michael Vick and Donovan McNabb. Come on now.
Yeah, man. I just feel like Arizona's they praised them for the first 8 weeks. And
I mean, they have a good team. Don't get me wrong, but it's like protection of him has gotten worse every week.
Yeah.
Now he's injured. And if he ain't playing, you know damn well DeAndre Hopkins ain't playing. Larry Fitzgerald, get off your ass and help your team while they don't have anyone.
Larry Fitzgerald taking the Kyrie Irving way out. Hey, man, Fitzy, you're a Hall of Famer. Fitzy, you're a Hall of Famer. But
Whoa.
What?
Don't disrespect Kyrie like that.
I mean, but he is, though.
Kyrie's doing what's best for him at the moment. It doesn't have nothing to do with the league. Fitzgerald doesn't like the league's rules on the COVID-19 stuff. You can still play unvaccinated. Look at Cole Beasley. Look at Aaron Rodgers. I'm immunized, but I'm just saying.
I mean, he did what's best for his body, and so when he retired, he can pump out babies. That's what he did. Truthfully, I mean, he said that. He
First
would,
things first, I didn't know he was married to the woman from The Secret Life of an American Teenager.
yeah, man.
Or I looked that up because she spoke out on it. I was like, why does she
Yeah.
look familiar? I was like,
Yeah.
that's disgusting to think of now.
But you got to think about it. You know, he really didn't take the vaccine because he doesn't know what it's going if it would make him
You
sterile
don't
or
know
not.
what it's gonna do.
So
At the
he
end of
took
the day,
something. His doctor said, "Hey, yo, this won't make make you sterile, so you can take it, and it's close to similar than you're taking now, or the vaccine." So he said what he said.
I mean,
I stand behind what he said.
In it.
No,
You don't know
what's in it.
So at the end of the day, someone's body can react differently to it. It can make a chemical imbalance where they can't pass the piss test for all we know. You don't know.
Yeah.
Like everyone reacts differently. And I'm not a big political person on it.
Me neither.
It's something that you have to really do your homework research, and it's about statistics when you're not worried about the game.
Right.
But if your body reacts differently and it takes money and food off of your table that you're providing for a family, or you're doing stuff like this in sports, you got to do what's best for you at the end of the day.
100%. It's all about you. I want to see who plays this because I have Arizona, but I want to see who
Seattle.
plays.
I got Russell Wilson coming back.
Yeah,
DK Metcalf needs to stop fucking bullying people, though.
Yeah.
You gonna get kicked out the league like that, buddy. Next time you pick someone up and toss them, they gonna toss your
And
ass.
then he tried to come back in the game, but they did toss him. But then he didn't.
Oh, they did toss him? I never saw the rest of it. I didn't know they tossed him.
He got ejected, and then he tried to come back in the game.
So that's why they were pushing. I was trying to figure out why they were holding him on the sideline.
Yeah.
That makes sense. Because he still had his helmet. I thought when you got ejected, you had to get off the field.
Me too, but I don't think he knew he was in. There's a lot of different things that have been said, so I never watched. Truthfully, the whole.
I just heard. I watched the penalty part, and it was like offsetting. That's all they said. They didn't say anyone was ejected.
No, he got ejected from the game. He's facing fines, but not a suspension for coming back onto the field.
Yo, bro, I'll tell you this. He is the biggest bully ever. You are that huge, and you're worried about people that you can toss around. Bro, stop trying to get flags. Like, do your job, and you'll be good enough.
Hey, bro, I don't have my pacifier around, man.
Hey, bro. He keeps it in his mouth, apparently. Yeah, I said what I said. I don't care.
Obviously not, because what he been doing this year, I thought he was supposed to be the freak of nature.
He was a freak of nature last year.
Well, what are you doing this year?
When he had his hair colored different colors every fucking game.
Yeah, but it's
This year, he has his hair colored 3 colors, and he's not doing a damn thing because he's a pussy.
It's a year-to-year league, man. You can get cut. You have a bad year, you can get cut.
You're right. You damn right, because he's still on what? His rookie?
Yeah.
Like, stop out there trying to bully people, bro, because you're going to catch the right one that, I mean, it ain't going to be like that Saints game where old boy ran up on him and started punching him, but you might catch that AJ Green fade with a defender. I'm just saying, some of these defenders out here play no games, especially once you start hitting the NFC East.
Yeah.
Them they like to fight.
Yeah. Well,
in our division.
Pittsburgh got the Chargers.
I'm not picking this game because I mean, it's simple. I don't know. The Steelers just no.
I'm picking the Chargers because Big Ben's not playing.
The Steelers just tied. Wait, Big Ben's not playing?
No, he's got he's not going to have his 10 days COVID.
Trash. But the Steelers tied with their all-star offense minus old boy with the deflated head. Sorry, I said it. I'm never gonna let that one go. Their all-star offense couldn't beat the Lions. You went to overtime, and I don't care if it's raining or snowing or icing. You play in Pittsburgh, first of all. Y'all play outside all the goddamn time. If Najee Harris and boys and company could not get that game won to a team like that, pure garbage. I don't see you winning. If it takes Big Ben's old ass for y'all to win, nah, bro. That shouldn't be the way it's supposed to be. You're supposed to have a youthful quarterback coming in soon, not old man, father time.
I got the Chargers winning because Big Ben's not playing, and I think I had the Chargers winning if Big Ben was playing.
Derwin James, have a good pick season, buddy.
New York Giants Monday night at Tampa Bay. This is an
All right.
interesting game.
So, so I wanted to be the asshole between us and be like, yeah, Giants curse on Tom Brady wherever he goes. But at the end of the day, I'm not gonna do that because I really feel as though Tom Brady's gonna be pissed off and he's gonna tell his team, get your shit together. I'm throwing the ball everywhere. And he's gonna tell his defense, stop acting like a bunch of princesses and tackle. The only thing I hate is that Peter Vale went down, and he's a really good defensive player. For
Vita
a
got hurt?
line. Yeah, he got hurt. He got hurt. I bore you not. He got hurt on like the second to last drive before we scored that game-winning touchdown. He went down hurt, or after? No, it was after the game-winning touchdown on the last drive. He got hurt. They carted him off, and you know if that cart comes out, ain't a good thing, especially in Washington.
Oh shit! Chargers plays Joey Bosa and Jerry Tiller on COVID protocol. If the players are vaccinated and tested positive, they have to. They need 2 negative tests in 24 hours.
Yep.
He's asymptomatic for 48 hours in order to play. Unvaccinated players got to quarantine for 10 days. Blah blah blah.
Yeah, I have the Bucks and the Giants going Bucks 28, Giants 10. I have them getting their head out their ass and being angry because they lost to us. Even with that Chargers information, it still doesn't change the Chargers are going to win.
Yeah.
Still got to throw the ball down the fucking field.
I got the
because
Bucks
your
winning.
running ain't going to happen.
We'll see more with Green Bay too, because if Green Bay can run the ball with AJ Dillon, with Aaron Jones being out.
Did they confirm? Was it a mild sprain, or was it a tear?
It's a mild sprain, 2 to 4 weeks. They're not
How many
gonna.
weeks we got left? We're in week what, 11?
11. You still got 6 weeks.
If he sits all 4, he comes back for the last 2 games, and I think the last 2 games are like divisional. Games. Yeah, last 3. I keep forgetting. We gained a week, and I think their last. What's that? Let me see. Because that schedule right there may get a little interesting if he sits.
I mean, I like AJ Dillon anyways.
Oh no, he's a stud. He's a very stud person. But at the end of the day, you still want Aaron Jones back.
Yeah, they talked about it.
I think they'll be safe if they let him sit, because we have I forgot we got a Christmas game. Ooh, I'm gonna love that. You have the Browns on Christmas. You have the Vikings the second of the year, and then you have the Lions to end out your season. I think they'll be fine, honestly. I would sit him the 4 weeks, give him his reps in practice. Don't overwork him because he's your workhorse. Because as soon as you do, it's going to be a tear in that ACL, MCL.
They're not playing on Thanksgiving. So the Cowboys, the Bears, and...
Yo, can we bring back our Thanksgiving rivalry? Why are we facing each other within the last 3 weeks of the season?
Because the WTFs cried every year, except for that 1 year.
Whoa! First things first, it was 2 years. Don't do that.
Except for last year when, Chase Young blindsided Andy Dalton.
Shut the fuck up and take it like a man.
It was a dirty hit. Everybody knows it.
I don't care.
Dirty.
It's football.
No, that was dirty.
It's a rivalry game on Thanksgiving, and guess what? Chase Young grew up a Redskin fan. He don't like the Cowboys.
God, we play Oakland on Thanksgiving, and then the Saints, and then the WTFs, and then the Giants, and then we're gonna beat the WTFs again, and then Arizona, and
so we play each other a week apart.
Yeah. Well,
That is who creates this schedule, bro?
yeah.
Like,
Looks like we have 3 bye weeks in a row because we play the WTFs and then
man,
the
shut that shit
Giants.
up. That's what the Bucks said. That's what the Bucks said, and the Bucks didn't get a bye week this week.
I'm just kidding. Anything can happen in football. We know that from last week.
But yeah, if the Packers let Jones sit until, because you go Vikings, Rams, Bears, Ravens, let them sit until the Browns. That defense isn't gonna. I mean, defense is good, but that defense isn't gonna like kill them.
Yeah.
So, I think that would be a smart move because you want him back healthy for the playoffs because y'all. That's a deep playoff run for them.
Yeah.
Especially the way the NFC's looking. They can, if they win these next couple games against their division, they're leading the fucking NFC.
I think whoever's the 2 and the 3 seed is sitting pretty. Whoever's the 4 seed is gonna. We could have a first round exit.
The 4th and the 7th are kind of actually scary to me because
Yeah.
the Panthers only have 5 losses and they're number 7 right now.
Yeah, and that defense
And
can
the Cardinals are the number 6 seed. So.
Oh yeah, the Rams jumped ahead of them.
Yeah, so that's kind of dangerous with them only having 5 and
Yeah.
the Rams jumping ahead of them.
And you got to think, and there's like 5
I think
teams.
the Rams isn't going to get in the playoffs. That's my honest opinion.
You said the Rams?
Yeah, I don't think they're going to get. Their chemistry's off now all over again.
Wow. Well, we'll see.
You added 2 players that you didn't need.
Yeah, that's how I feel about it too. You know? But they're in win now mode, and that's what the NFL is year to year. Some team tries to go all in to win. The Dodgers. And
It must be something in LA.
They don't.
LA's water. It gotta be something in LA's water.
They don't. So, all right, that's
I'll
week
tell you
11
this:
picks.
we'll win out our division and we'll squeeze into the playoffs. We only have 1 division win. We haven't lost a divisional game yet. Bet good.
That's awful. Don't ever say that again. Ever. All right, that's week 11 picks, guys. We out. All right, Rodney.
All right, bro. Don't be
yeah.
low man tonight.
Yeah, I won't be low man. I shot 800 last week, bro.
I know, you fucking 290. Fucking 290, you trash. Trash.
Hey, I made the spare. I made a spare. Can't be trash when you make a spare.
Give you that. I'll bring my title down to Williamsburg when we win it Saturday.
Bet good.
All right, bro.
All right, later. We holla. We out.